What's up, everybody? Welcome to Backpacking Scrubs, episode 2. VisualFace here. Guys, introduce yourselves.
And JunkyJunker.
And it's Slayerboi.
PopThosePringles.
Swamps.
Alright, guys, so a lot of gaming news since our last podcast. E3 starts this week. Also, information released about Modern Warfare 3. First, let's talk about E3. What are you guys' thoughts on what are you looking to see, and what have you heard that interests you a lot?
For me, it's got to be the next gen portable from Sony. That looks absolutely awesome. Can't wait for it. I mean, from what I've read, and this is what I'm most excited about, is compatibility with PS3. So basically, what that means is that you can play with a PSN player and someone on the actual NGP. So it's cross compatibility here, which is, I think it's just awesome.
Oh wow, that is really good.
That's what I'm most excited about.
Oh nice.
But hold on, even though that sounds good, how would that really work? Because I mean, the ability to control the PS3 controller has a certain feel and whatever. Does that translate over to that NGP thing?
Well, I mean, sorry, let me interrupt, Aaron, but I mean, from the look of the NGP, they've tried to, I would say mimic, but make it so it feels close to what you'd hold in your hand for a PS3 controller, because they've added these analog sticks now. I wouldn't say mimic, but it's going to feel better when playing games instead of using the D-pad. I mean, I'm not too sure how it's going to, work.
And so all newer games will be able to do that. So let's say Modern Warfare 3 or Battlefield, they'll all be able to do that.
I think it's just going to be, select games.
Yeah. It will. Yeah.
It will probably
if you
branch
haven't
off.
seen it,
No, go on, Swamps.
if you haven't seen the NGP yet or any of the videos, you really ought to, because I mean, the user interface as well. They're trying to get it down to pretty much how the XMB will work, and how different aspects of it, so it can fully integrate in with the titles that they will bring out for it, so you can actually
I mean, yeah, I mean,
one to the other.
They did put out some information a while back about the specs of it.
I'm seeing that here.
Yeah, and how far away it was from the actual PS3.
It's not that far.
No, I think they're pretty much
really
identical, aren't they? As far as I know.
I think it's
pretty much
similar technology.
Yeah.
I don't know whether anybody knows the rough price for what it's going to cost in the UK.
I think it's about £400 or £500.
No. The recommended retail price that they've been given, that a lot of people have leaked, is $300.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the 3DS, that hasn't gone down well because of the price.
It's because of the headaches as well that people are getting. People are suffering really badly from that 3DS.
Whether they, give a price for this at E3, I mean, I think they're going to have to go lower than the 3DS.
But do you guys actually play that much portable stuff? I mean, did you get the other? I mean, I forgot what it's called. The
PSP.
Yeah, the PSP, the PlayStation Portable. I have that. When it first came out, I bought it, but I played one game. That was it. It doesn't really interest me. I bought it more for it was something new, different, but at the same time.
See,
if I'm home, I'm not gonna play this, and if I'm on, let's say, if I'm on the train going to work, I'm not gonna play this. It's just I don't see. I mean, there's the market because there has to be a market because obviously there's so many of these things, but it's not me. I'm not the market for this.
Yeah, I mean, for the NGP, I think one of the big features is going to be 3G.
Yeah.
So you're going to be able to play on the go.
I think the most important thing about these NGPs and these, let's say for iPhones, you play games in there, is battery life. Just because if I go out and bring my phone and play a couple of games in there, by the time I've finished, I could have lost over half my battery life, and it's just no point. Well, they kind of really need to really make sure they have a really good, battery life system on them, because otherwise there's no point. You're gonna spend about half hour in it or to an hour, and it goes. I mean, I have a PSP Go, and it's pretty much the same thing. The battery life doesn't last long at all. for some reason. It's really, and like, you know, there's no point in portable. That's kind of, it's taken away portable gaming. You want some sort of lengthy gaming whilst on the move or whatever, and you get cut off by battery life.
I don't know though, because I mean, like the way the batteries are now. I mean, you look at the way the iPad works. It'll run for what, 8 hours, full usage, they say.
And
you know, and that's not exactly a giant piece of equipment. So obviously, with everything that's crammed into it, the battery has to be really good.
Yeah.
Obviously, the battery technology nowadays is getting better and better and better. Obviously, for, you know, which is what it's planned for longer gameplay use and stuff.
I mean,
I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Yeah, I mean, I do have an iPad, and like, I tell you what, it is definitely the best portable thing in terms of battery life. I used it on and off over Christmas, like pretty much constantly, and with constant kind of use, maybe not just gaming, just maybe surfing the web or whatever. It took about nearly 2.5 days for the battery to die, and that was quite constant use as well. And I thought that was I was really impressed by the battery on the iPad. Really impressed.
I think the rumours for the NGP is that it's going to be around 4 to 6 hours battery life.
I mean, it's good for me because, like, it's something that I definitely want to think about getting. I mean, the amount of time I'm spending in and out of the hospital, waiting rooms and whatever. I mean, having something to do. I mean, like, they're always they always frown upon it when I'm on my phone, and it's like, ooh, turn your phone off, please. Cardiac ward, blah, blah. So having the NGP, even though it'll have 3G on it, obviously they ain't going to frown upon it. They'll think, oh, look at him. He's just playing on a game or watching a film or whatever. You know, so for me, it's some... What the hell was that?
I got no idea.
That was somebody needs a bit of oil on a squeaky wheel. Yeah, I mean, I followed, like, the NGP from when I first, like, like the big announcement when it popped up, and I saw all the videos and I saw what it can do, and that motion sensitive backpad, you know, where you actually, like, can control, it's like a touch sensitive part on the back of the NGP.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty.
You know, there's a lot of new technology in that for a handheld, even though it's like, you know, when you think, oh, touch screen and what have you, but, you know,
yeah, touchscreen doesn't
quite different.
bother me too much.
It doesn't know. It's what everything's going to become anyway. Everything's going to be touchscreen.
Yeah, I know, but it's, you know, as long as the game's not dependent on you touching the screen, I'm happy.
Yeah, because there is just some games, I think, and that's what Sony realised, you know, with the Kinect. Sony said there's some games you have to play with a control pad. You can't take the experience away from it. You can't. Yeah. There's some games you can't play without a control pad, and Sony, for me, got it right there. They said, no, we're doing it like this because we feel that an interaction with a pad or some sort of motion controller you need. And
someone's mic playing up there.
He took his heads off and walked away.
Yeah. Technical issues there. Thank you, JJ.
Have you seen the size of the screen?
Yeah, it's quite big.
It's like, I don't know, 4 times the size. 4 times the size of the previous one, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, it's quite big.
Not sure if that's true, but
it doesn't exactly make the NGP any bigger.
No,
necessarily. It's just that they can actually increase the size without affecting the overall.
Compromising the size of the actual portable.
Yeah, right. by keeping it
I saw side
the
by
same.
side. I saw side by side both products. And I mean, you can see it's bigger, but it's not like overly big. You know, I mean, it would still probably fit in your pocket fine.
I mean, you know, for like watching films on, because obviously, you know, PS3 utilises, like, for me, I mean, DivX is one of the file formats where I watch a lot of the films that I pay for legitimately off the internet, by the way.
I like the junkie to jump in there and take a bit.
And, you know, because, like, obviously, using DivX is really good because it's a lower format, a low file size. So when you look at the thing like the NGP, that does work the same way that the PS3 does, and it has the same kind of, like, hardware, you know, and software and stuff, like carrying loads of films on it as well. And with that big screen, that'll be an extra bonus.
Anyone seen what they're going to call it?
The Vita, is it?
Yeah.
PS Vita, I saw that the other day. It's like,
yes, what?
Vita, Vita.
Yeah,
Vita or something like that.
Not keen on that.
That doesn't sound.
That, I mean, I don't know. I reckon that would change because, like,
I mean,
Nintendo Wii was called the Revolution, and then it went to the Wii, and then
Kinect was NATO.
And then
that sounded something like pregnancy-wise, and it was just like every time I heard it, it was like, what, pregnant women? Every time I heard NATO, it was like, is that something to do with pregnancy? It was just like, it just sounded stupid to me, and everybody was like, when Kinect when it got renamed to Kinect, it was like, oh no, it's rubbish. And I was like, no, that's better. It was a better name, so yeah, let's hope they don't stick with Vita or Vita.
I think what they do is they're going to throw the name out there and see what kind of responses they get out of it, maybe.
I'd just be happy with NGP.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
You had PSP.
Sony NGP. I don't know.
Because I mean, it is what it is. Next gen portable.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's better than the Vita, definitely.
Oh yeah, I don't like Vita. It just doesn't sound right for something like that.
I mean, if anything, like releasing it, this year when they will do, I mean, that should take. I mean, if it is priced right, I reckon they will take a big chunk out of Nintendo.
Does anybody know how much 3DS is?
Currently,
isn't it?
Yeah, you can pick one up now for about £140. Brand new.
Oh, 140 now. I mean, I did last time I looked, it was 240, but I haven't actually looked.
No. The price was literally bombed over the last
nobody
month.
bought it.
Yeah.
The ones that did buy it were trading it because, like as I mentioned before, a lot of people are suffering major headaches watching the screens.
Yeah, they were throwing out. I mean, before they released it, they threw out major health warnings. It's like, I don't really fancy playing a game that's going to give me a heart attack, really.
Well, I mean, it's not obviously the heart. They reckon that's affecting people's eyes, which is causing them to strain, and which is causing the headaches and stuff. And people have just thought, I don't really want that.
No, but they did give out some ridiculous health warnings with it. I remember reading the articles, like, really? Like if you're only playing a game? It's like, why would you I mean, I'm sure this product must have gone through some health and safety regulation. It should have been mentioned somewhere, or they should have overlooked it, thinking, well, no, you can't release this. Health and safety says, I mean, that's what I think. I think, well, if it's not health and safety to the public, why release it?
Yeah.
Money.
So, VisualFace, you had is it the PSP Go, is it?
No, I had the one before that, the
3000.
I had the PSP Go.
Because the PSP Go, that doesn't have, like the little miniature CDs, does it? It's all...
USD.
That's it, yeah. Well, I think, the NGP...
No, the one I had the miniature CDs.
Yeah, the UMDs, yeah.
That's it, yeah. But yeah, I think, that was an issue with the PSP Go. I think they changed it this time round, so that it's both. So you can download, obviously, I assume from the store.
Yeah,
and also,
Netflix or Film or whatever, whatever they choose to do.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think it's definitely the way that they should go, rather than, like selling them, on discs and that, because a lot of people don't really want to carry cases around with discs in and stuff like, just to watch a particular film. They just have a really good download service for it, then I think people would just be happy with it. I would be. As I buy all my stuff legitimately online.
They need to provide a bigger hard drive as well, because some of the games.
I presume it's got flash. Not flash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Flash storage upgrades and stuff like.
Yeah. Because I remember when I had the PSP Go, I bought Grand Theft Auto is one of the games I got free with it, and it takes up. There's only like a 16 gig hard drive on there, and I think Grand Theft Auto takes up a couple of gig. I think you could probably put on there a handful of games at a time. It means uninstalling and deleting. It's just like...
Is Junkie asleep?
No, wait, I just don't have anything to say.
What do you know with that PlayStation control thing we were talking about, with the screen on it? Does it have like a name or anything?
You mean the Nintendo one?
No, was it Nintendo or PlayStation?
I'm pretty sure you said Nintendo.
The Nintendo controller.
Oh yeah, I'm getting mixed up now. Does anyone know? Is that actually been made official, or is that just sort of like a gimmick or something?
I think it's confirmed.
I saw it on Kotaku, whatever the fuck it's called.
Kotaku has been a very reliable source.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
It's where Wings of Redemption gets all his reliable information from.
Modern Warfare 3. Half the game's been leaked on
It
there.
wasn't Wings, was it? It was Woody's gamer tag.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
really-
sorry. I apologise. No, I don't really. If you do hear it, I just can't be bothered.
But there was something about a touch screen Nintendo controller,
Yeah.
which is fine because to be honest, on a Nintendo, I mean, most you're playing is maybe Mario, Zelda, maybe jumping around and shit. You're not really playing anything that intricate anyway. So I don't really see that big. On a PlayStation, I don't see that shit working at all.
Yeah.
No, it's too much maybe hardware for the control.
So, Junkie, ever played a Wii?
Yeah, I bought my Model Wii for Christmas 2 years ago.
Enjoy it?
I don't like Wii.
Wii's alright.
I think reason you have to have a
game.
few people. Like I played it, and like you
Yeah,
have to
bulk
have
and
four.
stuff.
You have to have a handful of people with you. It's more enjoyable when you play it by yourself. It's not the same as maybe what PS3 or Xbox is, but it's more enjoyable. It's definitely more of a family console than what it is than any of the others.
I don't know. I have played it once or twice and I don't enjoy it at all.
I used to have one, but, I lost interest. Didn't fancy standing up, swinging around.
Yeah, I mean, it's alright.
It's a whole lot of movement just to
small
play video games.
small doses.
Yeah.
That's what I think. It's fine. And I'm going to say this, and a lot of people will disagree. I still stand by it. It's a console that I see primarily for kids.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot of people-
I think you
a lot
are
of
right.
adults who own one will go, oh no, it's for adults as well. But
No, it's for
really,
kids.
mate, like when you look at it, if you've got a Wii in your house, the majority of people that'll want to play it is the kids. And then maybe the adults when they've had a few drinks, and they'll be, oh, let's all play on the Wii while we're drunk.
Yeah.
Complete arses out of ourselves, but we don't care because we've had a beer.
I think
Yeah.
that's my main intention of getting a Wii
I've
in the
never
first
gotten
place.
drunk before. I don't know what you're talking about, Swan.
Lies.
I don't
Yeah,
really
it's
know what
nice.
drunk is. What is it?
Oh dear.
So Wii 2, what's the change, apart from being HD? And this new controller?
HD.
Is
That's
is
it.
that it?
I think as far as I know, maybe they might put maybe like better
So what's
obviously
it
hardware
supposed
in
to
there,
be
but it's just a Wii 2
Are they
now.
actually
I
going to
don't
make good
think.
games for it? 'Cause if they make good games, maybe people will buy it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think maybe we'll find out more at E3. Like,
But
because
I
not.
think going back to the kids thing. I think it's the type of games that people like on that are like the sports games where people the more interactiveness to it. They don't really make, apart from Zelda and the Mario series, which I enjoy. I don't really.
Yeah, I
on
enjoy
the
it.
Yeah, I
console,
do, yeah.
I enjoy that.
Mhm.
But they don't really make anything else that very good, like
Yeah.
quality games. I think.
Yeah, no.
Well, they're kind of limited by what their console can do. Realistically, I mean, if you look at it, I know you see Call of Duty on there and that, but honestly, who wants to play Call of Duty on the Wii? If you ever saw any videos on YouTube of like people playing multiplayer on the Wii online, it's just like I do laugh quite a lot, not because of like people who are playing it are really bad, but when I see it, it looks comical. It really does, and that's for me. That I think that's one of the big things about the Wii. Is just like you don't get that, caliber of games that you do on the PS3 or the Xbox.
But maybe that's kind of what the difference between the Wii and the PlayStation and the Xbox. That the Wii is more comical. It's not quite. Maybe it's a serious game console as what the PlayStation and the Xbox is. It's more. It's just a purely entertainment, fun console. Get a couple of people over for some Mario Kart or something simple.
Mario
something.
Kart doesn't count. That game is awesome.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Mario Kart is really fun, but you can kind of feel like where Nintendo went with the console, and they chose their that's their audience.
They saw a niche in the market and they capitalised it, and it just blew up, and everybody went mad for it. But now it's just like Xbox has got Kinect, PlayStation's got Move, and slowly they're losing their grip on that market,
Yep.
and it looks like they've just, they may have done some revamping to the console, and obviously this HD format that they've invented. So to me, that just sounds like they've stuck a HDMI port on the back, and that's what it sounds like to me. That's all they've done.
Yeah.
But,
Well,
unless until we see it, then we can only speculate at what.
yeah, I mean, there are rumours that it's going to be more powerful on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox.
Yeah, there is no official information about it. It's just been kind of hearsay. All we do know it's going to be HD. That's it.
I mean, this is it. I mean, like, if it's supposed to be launched in 2012, I mean, how have they managed to keep it so quiet? If it's supposed to be as powerful as it's going to be, I just don't get how they managed to keep that completely quiet up until the last month or two. That little bits have been released, like about them announcing the new console at E3 and stuff. I just don't see how they've managed to.
Depends how they look at it and how serious they were in making it, and whether they could pitch a market for it, and whether a lot of things come into it, whether they're going to actually officially release something about the console, and until it gets to a point where they're serious about it, then they start releasing information about it. But
but I mean, there's always somebody somewhere that gets information about anything that comes out. I mean, even if it's somebody who works for them, because they know there's money in releasing the information.
Yeah.
They know they can sell that information for a good price. And they'll leak it, even though people sign non-disclosure acts. People still leak the information.
Mm.
So this is what I just can't understand. If it's supposed to be as good as it's going to be, that they reckon, why haven't we heard about it or seen any of it before? Because bits of information always get released. That's just me.
I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know why nobody would know about it until such a small time period before E3.
Yeah.
maybe that's the interest factor. Maybe maybe not a lot of people are kind of interested in it. As you said, it's just...
That's the thing, though. It's like, it's Wii 2.
It's just like, where some people may not be interested in Wii 2, but loads of people are interested in the NGP,
Just reading about this Wii 2 controller. Apparently it's going to have a 6-inch touch screen with camera.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So is this going to be like a...
More like an entertainment center then, I guess.
Yeah.
Instead of like controlled your television, all that shit, instead of like...
Well, it is, isn't it? It's like one of them big massive touchscreen controllers. Ew. No.
But, I mean, obviously you're not going to be able to swing that around, so I suppose you'll have individual controllers as well.
Well, yeah, could you imagine the strap? It'd be like a handcuff, because you ain't going to want one of them breaking. Like, you ain't going to strap break, and that goes flying through like a double glazed window pane. Yeah.
I can imagine that, depending on what the hardware in there, I can imagine that controller being pretty heavy.
Well,
pretty big.
yeah.
Thing is,
And,
like,
the Xbox controller is uncomfortable as it is, personally, but... Oh, I don't know, I'd have to see
when
that.
when the Wii came about, and
Maybe
a
you
lot
need
of
to hit
people
the gym,
got
Aaron.
injured. There was a lot of reports about, Wii-related injuries at hospital and that. Did you imagine it now? With one of them big, massive controllers, somebody turning up to A&E with a big, massive remote control embedded into his head. Like, how are you going to explain that?
I reckon, obviously, what they're doing, they're just following the market that Sony and Xbox are on now, because that's where the money is.
I just can't understand, why would you want like a 6-inch touchscreen in the controller? When you're
Maybe that hasn't really been explained.
I mean,
their resources. You have to leave it down to them.
yeah.
I don't get that.
Well,
I don't get. You're going to be looking at a screen regardless.
What
why
I'm
would
reading, you can actually take the controller away and play on it.
I think actually what the point is that you can actually play it portably as well as on the TV. I suppose it's kind of...
I mean, how much is something like that going to cost? It's not going to be cheap.
It's not maybe, sorry Pop, it's not maybe for like you, but say for example, if the Wii for me is downstairs on the main TV, and the main TV gets used a lot, and rather than me like moving the Wii somewhere else in the house, I can just go on the Wii and just play it somewhere.
Technically, you're not.
Wii?
I don't think you're actually on the Wii. I don't think the Wii's going to be left on, and you have the controller. I don't know how it's going to. I assume it's going to have its own power source, its own.
I reckon.
I don't know how it's going to work.
So the controller's going to have the same kind of processing power as the actual Wii itself. I mean, from what like you've just said about
this is all what I've read.
Beyond. Yeah, I mean that makes no sense because then, oh god.
I mean the only thing from an article I read, apparently it's confirmed, but the only thing that I can see that has been confirmed is a tablet-like 6-inch touchscreen with camera, and can be used as a gaming portable by itself. But this is on GameSpot. I don't know how reliable that is.
Yeah, just gonna have to wait. Really, it's really about it.
Yeah, I mean GameSpot are pretty. They're all right for majority of the info that they have. But,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'll have to wait and see about that.
Okay.
Apart from that, what else are we looking forward to then on E3?
Well, I thought we'd talk about Microsoft. Does anyone know what they're doing? Because all I know is that it's a few games and a few rumored things.
I read somewhere, I don't remember where, that I think maybe the same site, Kotaku, that they were going to announce some form of a partnership agreement. So apparently this week, sometime this week, Apple's going to be announcing some type of iCloud system, just for music and for their iPod and the iPhone. Microsoft's going to announce something similar, but for television, and that'll work through the Xbox.
Okay.
Well, do you actually think that Microsoft might announce the Skype integration onto the 360 as well, seeing as they bought Skype?
But I don't think they'll be doing that this week. I mean, that'll be pretty fast if they're able to get that.
Well, because they do want to put Skype on Xbox Live.
No, and it would make sense. Why else buy it?
I mean, it's not really going to be like a massive issue for them to like code something into, whatever their operating thing is for Skype to be added as a feature. I mean, they all do it like when they add like the video marketplace and stuff and so on. But I think the only biggest thing that Microsoft is going to announce is, Modern Warfare 3, because it's going to be released on their stand. And I think that's just the little biggest thing
Maybe that's why they're
little biggest, but that's pretty much like their biggest thing, I think.
Gears of War 3.
Yeah, that's what maybe,
Yeah, I mean, but everybody saw, Gears of War 3, the beta's been out and, we've had the videos out and the trailers have been released and what have you, and they did that at the end of the Champions League final. So, everybody knows about it, but...
They did what at the Champions? What was that?
Gears of War 3. I had an email, about the Gears of War 3, trailer. They told me that it was going to be on at the end of the Champions League final. And I presume it was done then. I didn't watch the end of the Champions League final. I mean, I was pretty content that Man U got beat, so I didn't need to see any more. So I didn't stop around and watch the Gears of War 3 trailer. So yeah, but I mean, I don't really expect to see a lot from Microsoft apart from Modern Warfare 3. That's it.
Which is probably gonna.
But that will probably take the event anyway.
Well, that's that's probably why they know they don't need to take anything else with them.
Okay.
All the little kiddies.
Let's talk games. Junky, what are you looking forward to?
I'd like to see what Modern Warfare 3 has to offer. I'd like to find out more about this COD Elite series.
Oh yeah, because more information is more information getting released at E3?
Not too sure. I know
they're putting the beta out later this summer, so I'm assuming they're going to tell you a little bit.
Did you guys sign up
for
the beta?
Yeah, I signed up.
Yeah, I signed up.
No. I don't care. I really don't care about it.
I don't think it's just to see what it's like. I don't think I'll pay whatever it is monthly for it. I ain't gonna pay anything extra. I mean, I think enough.
So there's been different places say different things about it. From what I understand, so the ability to check your stats and all that stuff will be on it, right?
Yeah.
And that'll be free. But there'll be a fee for another. There'll be a fee for
other content or whatever it is.
For some other feature it'll offer, but we don't know what that feature is yet.
No, that won't get released until apparently anywhere near Modern Warfare 3. I was reading today.
Did you watch that video that they released? That Adventures of whatever his name
Yeah,
was.
I'll watch that, yeah. I'll watch that, yeah.
I saw the video. Not a reference to you, VisualFace. No, I ain't calling you a douchebag. I saw some features where they do competitions. I think it was towards the end of the video, where you can like play in competitions, and there would be some kind. I'm pretty sure that there was some actual prize to be won. From what I heard. So whether the fee is to do with that, that kind of automatically, like the fee pays for the prize as well. Obviously, whatever the prizes are, they're going to be crap because Activision's going to give them away or whatever, so they ain't going to give you something that's going to cost a fortune. So I want to make as much.
Does anyone know if this is a monthly subscription or yearly?
Yeah, no, it's a monthly. I think I don't know what the price is going to be for over here, but it's $8 a month, I think.
To be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if I paid.
Competing with like Netflix here, so that'd be like about $8 a month, yeah.
I mean, that surprised me. It's monthly then, because say you get a map pack that's released.
You should get it for free.
That'd be included in your monthly subscription. Then you could just unsubscribe.
I don't get how they do that though, because if that was say $8 a month or whatever, so that's what, like about £6-7 over here. So they ain't going to give you a map pack for like £7 when they can charge £12 on the store.
Yeah, by the time
it might be.
No, go on, Visual.
It might be something where it's a monthly fee, but you're locked into them for like at least 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like you sign up, June 1st and you can unsubscribe July 1st just to get the map pack. I don't think you can do that.
I think it'll be a novelty thing. It'll be alright for a couple of weeks, months or wherever, and then it'll just like fizzle out to nothing. I mean,
I know right now I'm not paying for that.
But it's not one of those things that, makes me think, ooh, I've got to get it. There's enough stuff that you can get anyway. There's enough games and stuff.
And they're also, they're also going to be doing obviously like a forum, obviously, to connect people to play with, to get friends to play with each other.
I'm pretty sure I've got a friends list on my PSN. I'm pretty sure that works fine, and I don't have to pay for that.
Yeah, but if you think about it, the majority of the people that play this game don't go to forums, don't know who like 402 or JD are. Like the majority of the people that play this game are completely oblivious to having a friends list and wanting to play with other people that,
Yeah, but do you think like the introduction of this is going to make it any different? Honestly.
It might, because people are stupid. They buy all the map packs, and they might as well just buy the subscription. Like, oh, look.
Yeah, I mean, there's that kind of stupidity, but I just can't see it making any big difference to people that, like that you say, that don't play with other people, and just by getting that, it's not going to make any difference to them. I don't see them getting any benefit out of it.
I mean, is anyone here, I pretty much doubt it, anyone here actually going to do that monthly subscription thing, or just stick with the free thing?
No.
Yeah, I will. I've got money to throw away on ridiculous stuff that I don't need. So,
the thing is, though,
I might as well.
We're saying no now, but we don't know what's going to be in the premium membership.
It depends. If
something really good.
Yeah, if it's something really good, like something, actually, I don't know. I may trial it. If it's only a monthly thing, I may trial it for, say, a month or so.
I guarantee you I'm not paying for that. I played Black Ops for 3 weeks. Think I'm gonna actually, I don't know, they've let me down with Modern Warfare 2. They let me down even worse with Black Ops. Why the fuck would I go, I'm debating on whether buying Modern Warfare 3. So why would I, unless that game is spectacular, has zero faults, I'm not gonna pay extra for a service, and I'm gonna probably end up stopping playing the game within a month and a half.
Okay, J Loco.
You read all of what's been said, there's no difference, you're not going to be excluded from map packs, it's not going to stop you from playing online and blah blah, it's just these extra features for people that, want to be really anal about every stat in the game and what have you, and it's like, and I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute, right, because I know I'd like to see the removal of stats and that in the game. And I thought about this, and I thought, well, hang on a minute. So they're making people pay just to see their stats online, and I think, I just can't get it. Well, I really don't get it. It's just like, I'll just charge people for watching, or having a look at their stats.
The stat part.
Oh no, but sorry, I didn't mean to. Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, that's part of the free.
That's
yeah,
part of the free part.
Yeah, the stats and
but I know
thing.
Yeah,
it's just
there's actually quite a bit that's actually free.
Yeah, there is quite a bit that is actually free. The extra content that what you're going to pay for is still unknown.
Like custom leaderboards. I don't know why you'd use them, but I'm sure there'd be a.
Well, it's just kind of like I think I read it was like a create your own leaderboard.
Yeah, that's right.
Friends, something
like
that.
You just get to put yourself at the top if you want.
Yes, excellent. I'll do that.
Yeah, £15 a little code magic will be on that. Like, guys on shit. Yeah, number one, and I don't have to buy 8 PS3s for it. Whee!
Yeah, I mean, there does seem to be quite a bit for free, so I don't know what they could put in to persuade people to actually pay the monthly fee,
I'll stick with the free stuff, definitely. Well, it's nothing.
Even the free stuff don't interest me. I really don't.
Oh, most of what this is already in Black Ops, all these stats and stuff.
It's already in the game. And I don't know.
Unless what they do is they take it out of the game. So let's say if you want to look at your stats, you got to go online.
Yeah,
I'll be happy with that.
I think maybe that's what it is. It's a server thing, so if they can base it on a different server.
I'll pay them then as long as I keep it out of the game. I'll pay for it then.
Yeah, but that may be what it is. They may have integrated it to an online server status rather than actually have it in game.
There's going to be a free custom map as well.
Really?
Ooh, a free custom map. Watch out. That sounds exciting.
iOS and
free
Android
custom map
app.
My panties are getting so wet from that.
Oh dear. But apart from that,
one map?
What do you reckon about the release or the newly released info about Modern Warfare 3 about no stopping power, no commando, no one-man army, no tac nukes and stuff like that?
I hope they take out all kill streaks so Aaron stops camping.
People will still camp.
Yeah.
You'll still find, Slayerboi in the corner with claymores. And whatever the equivalent ghost will be.
See,
or whatever the equivalent is.
my brother outed me earlier, but let's just go on anyway.
Oh, you come out. Oh, well done, mate.
Yeah.
Well done.
Lads, it was hard. I'm sorry. It's in despair at the moment.
Yeah, it was bad too. It was quite funny.
Just slight digression. What it was is that back in Resistance, we used to play the hardcore mode, and it was like 1 bullet, 1 kill or something like that, and I used to kind of slowly move around the map while my brother would go around like John Rambo himself.
In front of you.
Yeah. And he's like, just run around, etc., and then that was basically the point of the conversation. So I was a camp.
And instead Slayerboi like, no, I have to hide in this corner. I'm so scared to get shot. My KDR! My KDR!
You lot hate me. You lot so hate me.
He cried a little bit. His brother was saying that he was crying, like literally crying. Like, tears were coming out of his eyes.
So, Junky, how do you feel that you can no longer camp for a nuke?
Oh, but Junky's in despair. But Junky was crying.
What do you mean I can't camp for a nuke? I can do whatever I want.
I'm a little bit disappointed that Stop and Power isn't making a return.
I don't know.
I mean,
well, didn't he? So yes, Stopping Power as a perk is gone. But in another tweet, he said,
no, it's not be until a team thing. I think I know what you're going to say. I don't think.
No.
Increase the damage.
Something along those lines.
Yeah.
He said, gun gameplay, quick gun gameplay, guys going down faster. What do you want to see in Modern Warfare 3? So from that inference, you take that the guns are going to be a little more powerful.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's just good. There's no stopping power, but they'll make the power of the guns a bit more. I think it's
fair. But the power of the guns is perfectly fine. Like, it's just hit detection.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the issue, yeah.
The power of guns in Black Ops is pretty good. I mean, if the lag and everything was even, you could use any gun and put people down.
If I'm right, the FAMAS is one of the weaker base guns in terms of statistics, isn't it?
Yeah,
but it's a high,
but for some reason, that's what I'm saying. So which one wins? The AK who has more power but less rate of fire, but the FAMAS with higher rate of fire but lower power? Or is it a cancel out? The 47.
Well, online, you gotta deal with everything with the lag. So you're gonna want the higher rate of fire so that you can get more shots on target.
Yeah.
But you like, it's just like
more of a chance to kill something.
It's just like double tap as well. Just getting those bullets out, spit it out, literally. So what's more effective? Bullets that come out quicker or gunpowder? You know, you just kind of like.
I guess on a lag situation, I guess Junky's right. You would need more bullets because more of those bullets, you know, because let's say your early bullets miss, but your later bullets hit, but you have more of them coming out. Right?
But as theoretical as it should be, the AK-47 should technically, I think the gun statistics base that it's more powerful than the FAMAS, so that should win, and because the FAMAS has to throw out more bullets.
Yeah, but it's like you kind of answered it yourself. If the AK has got a higher damage but a slower rate of fire, and you put it up against the FAMAS, and the FAMAS has got, you know, it may have a lower damage but a higher rate of fire. Over the course, the FAMAS should still deal more damage.
That's kind of like comparing the M4 and the AK, isn't it?
Well, you're talking about
the AK was more powerful, even though it was slower rate of fire.
But that's what we're talking about, like how lag affects all that.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could be hitting them on your screen with 1 or 2 bullets from the AK, but he's not. That's just not registering for him.
Rather than like the 6 or 7 bullets that just come out the FAMAS.
Right.
You know, you're going to get more hit detection with the FAMAS because you've got more bullets coming out than you have with the AK.
You have a better chance of getting hit detection if you have more bullets. Just make a good game and don't fuck it up and you'll be fine.
Not happening.
It's not happening. They're gonna.
You don't have to worry about that shit.
One thing I want from them is it's support. You know how like last Modern Warfare 2 came out, the care package glitch shit lasted like for like a month or maybe a little longer. Right? They shouldn't take that long to fix a game.
No.
Especially if your game's only out for one
but
fucking year.
Part of that can be the developer, and part of that can be like Sony themselves.
Well, I don't know about Sony, because Black Ops came out, they were fixing things out quick.
Yeah, because they can fix things actually on the server. Where
no, go on.
It depends if it's a live update or if it's a complete patch.
Go on, Pop.
I can't remember what I was going to say now.
It's something to do with fixing playlists online.
You know.
Not just playing this, but also little glitches. They could actually fix them actually live on the server. And I don't know if Modern Warfare 2 had anything like that. They might have had.
Actually, I think they had what they call hot fixes.
Yeah, that's basically what it's called.
Yeah.
But for fixing some of the care package, I think that was like too much of the actual code that needed to change. And I'm sure about Black Ops.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
Depends on the code on the game, because I think for Black Ops, the code on the game was pretty much the same for PlayStation and Xbox. But I think when it comes to Modern Warfare 2, it was different. Or it was quite different. So maybe releasing a patch was different.
Yeah.
The other thing is how they're not including, or whatever, how Commando's not a perk. But it's not a perk in Black Ops, but you still see like really long lunges.
And you still do. They've done all that tweaking to it, and it's still. I know it can be down to lag, but you know, even when you want a 4-bar connection, there's no reason to be commandoed.
The main issue is lightweight for me. That's the only part that gets me really if I get lunged is lightweight in Marathon, because you never noticed it in Call of Duty 4. Because you had extreme conditioning, but it never really took it to a point where. You got lunged from a distance or something like that. I've only noticed it since lightweight has gone into the game.
Lightweight is awkward. I mean, you know, when you come up against someone that's moving left and right, they're actually difficult to lock onto.
Yeah, yes. I was killed. I was playing back when Modern Warfare 2 was out. Well, originally came out. I was playing, I think Afghan was the map, and this guy did like a snake move. He was going left to right to me. I was trying to hit him and I couldn't. He fucking knifed me. That right there ended the game, that whole gaming session. I shut my PS3 off.
That's lightweight for you.
You mean you didn't throw your Turtle Beach headset like I did?
No, I didn't.
So go on, tell us the story, Junkie.
Go on, this should be interesting. Go on, Junkie. We're playing Nuketown earlier, and
Oh, so you gonna tell the story, Slayer?
no, you tell it. Go on.
So we're playing Nuketown. I had the contract for what is it? 3 chopper gunners or whatever. And then so I was at 8 kills or whatever. And we'll just put it this way: Slayer stole my kill. Then his brother stole my kill.
Really?
And then his brother stole another kill. And then I threw my headset.
I didn't directly steal your kill, JJ.
No, he never does.
No, you did.
No, it was my dog. I can't help it. Like, he stunned the guy, yeah. He threw a stun, and my dog literally lunged him, and that was it. I didn't steal it. Shoot the dog. My dog killed me and my brother earlier. The dog's, like, I don't know if it's a glitch with this new fix, but I've been killed by my dogs, like, once or twice today.
You deserve it.
And it killed my brother as well. I was like, really?
Yeah,
if
you're in the way while they're jumping,
yeah. I've never really had that. I've never had that issue before, though.
Yeah,
Never.
because you're always in a corner with your back against the wall.
So does anybody else think that a knife kill in Modern Warfare or in any of the COD series should be a two hit kill?
Knifing pisses me off. We're not going to get into it.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
Bullshit.
No, personally, no.
I mean,
it should be a 2-hit kill, and here's why. Because if you throw a noob tube at somebody and you get a hit marker, then why the fuck is a knife gonna kill you with one shot? If he hits you like on an arm or a leg. Same thing with grenades. You get hit markers with grenades.
It's bullshit.
Personally, I think it should be taken out. There should be no knifing.
I hate panic knifers. You'll meet someone around a corner, start shooting at them, they panic knife you. You know, I don't mind.
I mean, it's they actually do it. Whereas if they see you and their instant is. I mean, it's not to knife you. It's to kind of move. But as they get to move, they hit the thumbstick in the panic and
I used to be a panic knifer.
I never knifed when I was on the original one.
I did because I used to press the stick a little bit too hard. And just sometimes I'd be in a gunfight. I wouldn't have been close to the person. I'd just knife in the air.
I've done that. I do that now. Well, I've changed my layout, but
I mean, obviously I'm on tactical now, so
yeah,
not so much of an issue. And I don't really knife a lot as it is.
I can't knife.
Knifing's fucking good.
I knife fail now because I've changed the tactics for yourself, Pop. Knifing for me, it's a real struggle because I can't get used to pressing circle now to knife.
Well, the thing is, I've never had much success knifing anyway. I find that if I go to knife someone, he'll just lunge past them. Whereas if somebody does that to me, I'm dead. That frustrates the hell out of me.
I actually got a hit marker off a knife the other week. No joke. Yeah, I swear to God, I got a hit marker. Because I looked at the kill cam and I knifed him, and I was making sure for any crossfire just in case someone was shooting him, and no one was shooting him. I got a hit marker and the screen kind of flashed. He'd done some weird thing and he just knifed me. God, thanks. Woo.
Okay, so go back to some of the games. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but so go back to some of the games that have been announced at E3. Is Resistance 3 confirmed?
Yes.
Anybody know any details about that?
Not really, no. I don't like the look of it.
I mean, I know you guys played it a lot. I never played any of it, so I didn't look at it.
The only thing I really played was co-op. That's the only thing I enjoyed. I tried the actual competitive, the multiplayer side of it, but it didn't appeal to me.
Dude, the multiplayer and Resistance 2 is bad. It was just bad.
They got it really right on number 1, Fall of Man. That was the best, probably. I'd
never played.
I know. Number 1, I really enjoyed, man. It was just funny, man. It was just it was so chaotic. Noob tubes going off, spike grenades, heat grenades, and you played. Was it Manchester, that map with the cathedral? Oh my God, you should play that online. I used to go around and laugh my head off most of the time because the shit that used to go on, like grenades and noob tubes going off in one building, was crazy. It was just crazy mode, but it was funny at the same time. It's really like.
Sounds like Modern Warfare 2.
I tell you what, it was just like it was like probably like
the whole time.
Modern Warfare 2, but just with like a funny kind of tinge to it. Let's say I sometimes I just put my pad on the floor where I just couldn't stop laughing.
What I'm looking for, so I made a little list of what I was looking for at E3. I'm looking for more information. So I know I haven't bashed it, but I've said I probably wouldn't play it. But I'm looking forward to Battlefield 3 because I've seen the trailers on YouTube and I've gone to the DICE site. It actually looks pretty good. It looks really good, and it like that new engine where everything is pretty much destroyable.
Yeah,
it looks good. You really can't camp behind some shit because it's gonna
or whatever it's called.
I think there's
Frostbite.
Frostbite 2.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
The Frostbite 2, I thought it was 3, whatever.
2.0.
So
2.0.
Looking forward to Battlefield 3, SSX, the snowboarding game.
The skateboard. No, I've never really got into those games, but yeah, I know what you're on about.
Uncharted 3.
Yep, definitely.
And FIFA 12. And that's pretty much it. Everything else doesn't really appeal to me.
FIFA 12.
The only problem is that I really lost out of touch with FIFA years ago. No, I never really got back into my football games. I did really enjoy them, but I don't know, for some reason, as soon as I actually got Call of Duty, that was it really. Kind of first-person shooters took over, regardless.
There's actually quite a few PS3 exclusives, isn't there? Infamous 2, Resistance 3, Ratchet and Clank. Don't know who to play that, but I'm sure somebody does.
I was downloading that, and the
I downloaded it.
Oh, did you get
it for a couple of minutes and then I turned it off?
Free up the PlayStation.
From the welcome pack, yeah. I got the I don't know what it's called now, the zombie one.
Dead Nation.
Yeah.
Dead Nation, yeah.
And Infamous. What do you got? Little Big Planet.
Has anyone played Devil May Cry?
No.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I need. I do enjoy the Devil May Cry series, and I was hoping they might release something at E3 about that. It's just who played? Was it Swamps?
Wow.
If you played it,
Yeah. I played the last one.
you played the last one. What did you think of it?
It was alright.
Did anybody play? Go ahead, Swamp. Sorry.
No, that was it. That was all I was going to say. Nothing special.
Did anybody play the Metal Gear series? Because I know Metal Gear was PS3 exclusive, but now it's not.
Yeah, I
I've
used
gone
to.
on that, but that was the last time I played them.
Yeah, I used to.
Do you know they're doing a remake now?
As I am. But...
They're doing a HD remake on them now, aren't they? Metal Gear Solid 2, Snake Eater, and the one after.
Yeah.
They're doing a HD remake. I saw the other day. Post up on GameSpot.
Well,
But yeah, I have played them. Yeah, for sure.
It's supposed to be releasing the Resident Evil games.
Ooh.
There was I don't know when I heard about that. I don't know, a couple of months ago. I think two of the games in HD.
Yeah, those are Resident Evil 4, is it? And Veronica, I think, codename Veronica.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, Resident Evil 4 for me, I will definitely get, because that is just like a pretty epic game. For me, it was probably my favourite out of the Resident Evil series.
I never got into any of that stuff.
I mean, I still own it for the GameCube, so...
Wow.
And I still play it every now and again. Epic game.
Junkie, what are you looking forward to?
Uncharted 3. That's the only game I'm really looking forward to.
Not Battlefield 3, no?
I mean, I'll play Battlefield, but I'm really looking forward to Uncharted 3.
I think I might actually buy, depending on what I see this week, I think I might actually just pre-order Battlefield.
Yeah, I know, I probably will.
Really
Yeah, I got that pre-ordered.
I'll probably definitely pre-order that, yeah.
My problem is, being unemployed, you don't have money, so...
I know what you mean.
I mean, I don't know, even if the multiplayer doesn't quite go out as well as what Modern Warfare 3 will, I'll definitely play it for single player. Definitely.
Yeah.
Do enjoy them as much as what I do my multiplayers.
But
I don't know how everyone else feels about that, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a rumour of a Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, but they said they wouldn't release it until a couple of years, didn't they? Because of the add-on packs for 4 and that, and the series, and... I don't know. I remember reading
that was a couple of years ago, though, wasn't it? Like, I mean, when was...
Yeah, but I remember reading somewhere they weren't in no rush to release the next one.
Like I mean, you've just had LA Noire as well, which is Grand Theft Auto in the 40s.
Yeah.
So how many people here...
Go ahead.
Sorry, I mean, how many people here have actually played Grand Theft Auto 4?
Me.
No,
Yep, I played it.
I got to 70% of the game, and then the Rockstar released, or whatever it was, a patch, and they patched trophy support in, and I was like, oh yeah, great. I'll sync now, and I should get all them trophies popping up, and then fuck all popped up, and it was like, alright, we can start that again, and that was it.
Yeah, that was kind of...
Ain't touched it since.
I don't know what the issue with that was, because I remember... Was it Need for Speed I played? Some trophy support or something like that? And they released a load of trophies or something like that, and I had done it in the campaign, and if it should have done it, they gave me the trophy for it. I don't know what the issue was with it.
It was just Rockstar being arses.
It's just wanting to play their games, what it is. You know.
But I played the game, and I would continue to play the game if all the trophies were, had popped up for what I had done. It was just like, I was at 70% game completed, and I did not want to have to go all the way through to the beginning again to get all the way up to that point just to get the trophy. So I just called it, quits.
I used to own the game, but I didn't stick with it for very long. I don't know, maybe I just didn't give it long enough. But, I mean, I found you were driving around too much. Maybe that's me.
I mean, you can do, but the thing is as well, I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, there's cabs dotted around that you can get a cab, with your cousin Roman as well. When you get to a certain point, in the game, you get you gain loyalty or whatever, respect of them. And then you get the free car service, so you can use it. Yeah, so you can use the car to travel everywhere. You just, ring him up, car service or wherever, and then it sends a cab and you just use it at your disposal to do whatever you want. So, there is kind of a fast travel system enabled in there, but it's just, it's kind of more fun just to wheelie it everywhere on a motorbike or drive in a fire engine and just crazy stuff like that. I never had a problem with driving around and stuff on it.
No, I didn't. I don't know what you mean though, because it was kind of like the same thing in Red Dead Redemption, just kind of riding around everywhere. You had your shortcuts and that. You could, if you'd visited the place, you could go there. Was it by the train or something? Yeah,
well, you had the choice of train, stagecoach, or at your save point, you could fast travel there. I think you could fast travel at your campsite as well.
Yeah.
When you made a campsite.
Yeah, the campsite was one of the nicer things.
Yeah, so, there's plenty of things. It's just sometimes some people don't utilise the features, or they may not be aware of them. It's just one of them things. But, I mean, the one game that I had an issue with, was Far Cry 2. It was just that just annoyed the crap out of me. I'd be at the top of this place, and then it turned out the mission would be the furthest part away from me, and it'd be you got to drive there, and it'd be nah, I refuse to drive there.
Well, yeah, the thing is, the quick travel system wasn't that quick, because you still had to go to the quick travel system.
By the time you've got there, you've spent 10 minutes getting there, and it's shit, I've still got more to go, and it's nah, I can't do this. Yeah. I mean, it would have been a great game if it hadn't been for that. It would have been a game that I'd have played a lot more if it hadn't been for that. But, I mean, I paid a couple of quid for it, so, I didn't really lose out.
There's only one game I kind of really lost hair over, and that was Uncharted 2 on crushing mode. Has anyone played that on crushing mode on Uncharted 2?
Yeah.
And that last boss, what was his name? Talk about grenade spam.
I don't know.
Oh, I'll tell you what. That night, I nearly threw my pad out the window. It was ridiculously hard, man. It wasn't just killing him, it was just the grenade spam. Just really? Can you hold 10 grenades in your hand and throw them?
Probably. Yeah, you can.
Well, apparently, if you're a World at War player, you can. Veteran. She will lob those over. Crazy, man.
So, is there anything else from E3? I think pretty much sums it up for E3, doesn't it?
That's kind of, that's the main things, like Modern Warfare 3, Battlefield 3, Uncharted 3, you got SSX, you probably have more revelation about NGP or the PS Vita.
We too.
If you see anything.
Anyone going to be watching the stream?
Nah.
I might.
No, I'll be at work, so no. But I'll probably I'll get home and probably read up on it afterwards.
Yeah.
But no.
I might do. I don't know.
I'll have a Google when I feel
Depends
like
if I wake up in time.
I think, well, I don't know, but I think the Sony stream is later on in the day, so I don't know. I know it goes on late our time.
Link, didn't they? Did they? I think they tweeted the link for it or something, or it's up on the blog. And I thought, alright then.
If there was anything you'd like to see in Modern Warfare 3, apart from the Blackbird, what would it be? Anything at all. Could be from a gun to a perk to a kill streak or anything.
For myself,
chickens.
I would like to see.
Go, chicken, go.
Yeah. Chickens with grenades
That's
on.
what I want to see.
Chicken go. I don't know. I guess the ability to like not.
Hang on.
I don't know. Just a decent connection. Not having it based on location.
The ability to not make a shitty game.
Yeah,
Well, the thing is, I found that Infinity Ward based games, the hit detection is better than Treyarch, I think.
Yeah, it's a service better, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
It was more money behind them, that's what it was.
I had the same issue in World of War as I do with Black Ops.
But wouldn't they be the same kind of... I don't get like these servers are better and...
Difference. The difference in the coding.
No, I mean, see, when people say servers,
Because I don't think
there ain't... There's only...
We call it peer-to-peer, but it's not technically really peer-to-peer. Even you're connecting to it, it's sort of a server-client type thing going on. But there's no actual server, like a dedicated server.
No, it's just Demonware, isn't it?
No, Demonware is like where the matchmaking and the stats are held.
Yeah, Demonware's matchmaking.
And that's like... that's what Infinity Ward use. I don't know what Treyarch use. I assume.
They both use
I'd assume they'd use the same thing because of it being Activision and stuff. They ain't really
the actual code. You know, obviously Treyarch have modified the code.
the engine.
You know, the engine. So the hitbox might be slightly different.
Yeah, obviously what it is that maybe they've got the same engine, but they haven't actually got fully what Infinity Ward have incorporated in terms of the online and the hosting capabilities and the hit detection and stuff like that. So that they might have had to, or they may actually just have is just the engine.
You don't know if maybe the hitbox is slightly smaller on Black Ops than it is, on Modern Warfare 2. You just don't know.
I wouldn't even say that. I mean, I know you have stopping power on Modern Warfare 2, but I had no problems dropping people. None at all. I don't remember getting shot around corners either.
I'm more talking like when you have to lead people.
Maybe.
No, getting shot around corners was still happening in Modern Warfare 2.
No, but it's not an issue as what it is on Black Ops.
It wasn't as big as issue. I mean, there weren't I didn't have any major complaints about Modern Warfare 2 in terms of like hit detection. That was fine.
I watched today the game we had yesterday on HQ on Havana, and my brother took this death, and on his screen he was round the corner, and when this guy was shooting, all he was shooting was thin air, and he still killed him.
That's like conversation in play there.
Yeah, and like literally there was nothing, like he wasn't shooting. You could see him run round the corner, but if you actually look, he's actually shooting nothing. He's shooting just a wall, but he somehow killed him somehow. I was looking, I was thinking, really? That's just crazy. I mean, I know there's like lag compensation, but that's just ridiculous. Like, he's round the corner. Like, what, really?
Yeah, I don't know. Black Ops just seems that you can actually notice the lag compensation more than what you could in previous titles.
Yeah. I don't reckon it's a good idea.
It is and it isn't. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so I think last thing I was going to ask you guys: anyone getting the map pack?
Nope.
No.
I don't know. I don't really.
Now, I know that Slayer and Swamps, we played them on Xbox. I didn't particularly like any of the new maps, to be honest. I know that
I only played 2.
I think I played them all. But the ones I hated the most were Zoo and Hotel.
Zoo kind of reminded me of that crappy carnival on Modern Warfare 2 for some reason. It was just like loads of places for people to sit in a corner and wait for you to come past. And
yeah, for me, I had issues spotting people out because there was like dark areas.
Really, really dark. It's a dark map.
And as for Hotel, yeah.
Actually, I'll tell a lie. I played 3 then. Yeah, Hotel.
People sit in corners, and it's even worse. I just didn't enjoy that at all. Convoy's the other one, isn't it? And that wasn't too bad.
Convoy, which one?
That's the one with the big road.
Well, I wouldn't putting a more into a elevator and watching somebody die from that. I think that'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, out of all the map packs that have been released over all the Call of Duty series, this is one that I've enjoyed the least. That's my personal opinion. There's no good maps in it. I mean, the only one reason why I'll get it is depending on how many people on my friends list get it.
Well, I mean, I'll get it just to play zombies and do a marathon run with Hatred. But I don't think I'll be bothered to play the actual maps online.
I wish they'd do something where you could just choose what you want to buy out the map pack at a reduced price. Whether you want to buy the maps like the multiplayer maps or you want to buy the zombie map.
It's just
why can't they just do it that way? Just split it up. It's not hard for them though, is it?
No,
it's not really. They could just stick the zombie map on its own, charge I don't know, £3-4 for it, and people will buy it. But then again, I mean, nobody will pay full price for the multiplayer. No, exactly. That's it, and it's just a Swiss. You don't want the multiplayer maps. Why should you be forced to buy them just because you want one zombie map? It's like, well done, Activation, for sucking the fucking life out of me.
But they won't make any money that way. That's why.
Yeah, it's about
make better fucking maps then. People will be happy to buy them. I'll make shite. Force people to buy them.
But apart from that, I think people are more a fan. Like people who don't play online may play the zombies. So regardless whether they'll make them better maps, then maybe people just don't play online anyway.
But why would you buy zombies if you don't play online? You're going to buy zombies to play online, haven't you, if you don't play online?
No, but they just may not play a multiplayer competitively.
I don't know. Then I wouldn't. I mean, if you didn't play multiplayer online, I wouldn't force myself to go and play with 3 other randoms in a zombie map, on a game of zombies, because I'd probably have no pads left, no headset, and a big hole in my TV.
And on that note, guys, we're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for episode 2 of Backpacking Scrubs. Say goodbye, guys.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later, fruitcakes.
Nope. You'll stink.